Hello, how's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's doing okay. I'm just preparing some web pages here. Hello, Coins USA, Jeff Lone Wolf. It's nice to see you, Bob Clark, Bennett. Every time I see the name Bennett, it reminds me of that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, Bennett. I told you I would kill you last. I lied. And he drops him off the cliff. Classic. Was it Bennett he did that to? No, it was somebody else in that movie. But Bennett was like one of the bad guys. But thank you very much. I appreciate it, Bennett. Yeah, I forget which Arnold Schwarzenegger movie that was. I promised I'd kill you last. Guess what? I lied. Oh, Lord. Let's take a look. Let's see what's going on here. Let me see one thing and I'll... There we go. Trying to get organized here. Man, I am pooped today. So, grocery store. Went to the grocery store. And you think people would have learned last time. Nope. They believe in everything they're hearing in the news again. Toilet paper, anything in the clean supply aisles, the toilet paper, everything is... by the way, I hope I'm coming in loud and clear. Everything's empty again. Local Walmarts. Everything's empty. Not one roll of toilet paper. By the way, wife and I calculated our toilet paper supply, and we got the good kind, the Charmin. We have approximately 54 weeks of TP in the house. We're not worried. But still, nonetheless, people are still believing the world's going to come to an end. You would have thought, you would have thunk that the last time the news did this to them, they would have learned something. Remember the old fable, the boy who cried wolf? After a while, you blow the boy off. There's no wolves. These people never learn. They never learn. They're in the store right now panicking as we speak. No milk. My wife said there was just a few gallons of milk left. She was lucky to get 1 gallon. A couple of loaves of bread. She was lucky to get one of the loaves. It's getting ridiculous out there. It truly is. People are panicking. And again, I think the same thing's going to happen. You're going to hear about a lot of deaths and everything, but unfortunately, the deaths will only be in the news. It'll only be on television. Most of us will never see or know of anybody who will die from COVID. It's amazing how the news has blown it up. Now, why, you might ask? 2 reasons. They want to capitalize. If Biden gets in, they're going to show you how bad it got. And then all of a sudden, the news is going to come out and tell you Biden fixed everything. See, he was a better president. The cases are going down. It's almost as though COVID doesn't even exist no more. And guess what? Soon as Biden gets into office, we got ourselves a vaccine. Isn't that amazing, folks? You see how bad Trump was doing? That's what this is about. It's to pump up the Democrats so they can be your saviors once and if they get they get into office. That's what this is about. Say hello to a few people. So I've already mentioned Bennett and Carl, 28560, Jacksonville, North Carolina. Man, I feel bad for you, Carl. All those Democrats in your state. I really feel bad. Fast Eddie, thank you. I ship. Hey, Tamara, good evening to you. I'll be back. Yes, Bennett. Knockout Nick. Good afternoon, Overtax. I noticed the stores are low on toilet paper again here in Memphis. What's wrong with people? They never learn. And even if you don't fall for the news propaganda any longer, you thought they would have stored up on some. I made a video, 3 months ago about COVID and how it turned many people into preppers. I obviously was a little mistaken with that. You would have thought people would have woken up a little bit. No, they let their supplies, their storage run empty. And now they're panicking again, yet again, regardless of whether the news is lying to them or not. Now they're panicking again, putting themselves in a situation where they have to combat other people into getting the last gallon of milk or the last loaf of bread. They put themselves yet again in that situation. And that's why I tell everybody, you should always have a full pantry, regardless if times are good or bad. You should always have plenty of bathroom supplies. That's toilet paper, personal hygiene products for both men and women. You should have plenty of dog food. You should have plenty of water. You should have everything that you can possibly have. And that way, when times like this arrive, you and I do not have to put ourselves in the situation where we have to combat others for the same loaf of bread. You won't have to combat others who might want to mug us in these hard times from our food when we're leaving the grocery store. You never know. This might be worse than last time. You never know. But why take that risk? So I hope you all I wanted to diversify some of my videos. I felt like I was getting a little stagnated. So I started making some barbecue videos, new pellet grill, smoking meats and whatnot. I will get better at those as though, I'm new to that. So I used to smoke a lot. I'm not talking weed or cigarettes. I used to smoke a lot of ribs and stuff like that. And I want to share some of that information. It's really easy and it's really great tasting. So I hope you enjoy that. Jesus Christ, my King. Anyone else feel like war is soon, or is it just me? You know what? I thought about war, but in the sense that you're speaking about, I don't believe it's imminent. I do believe we're going to have something come down in this country. And it can be very small sleeper cells who are told to go out and do things. False flags, so to speak. So I have that sense. Yes, the name of the movie was Commando. That was a phenomenal movie. I loved that movie. He was funny in that. Jericho Fox, thank you so much. S&B, too bad they don't sell silver at the supermarket. Silver at the supermarket. That aisle would never need to be stocked. People wouldn't even know what it is. A roll a day keeps the bidet away. Out of stores are empty also. Okay, our store. So a lot of people reporting now here in the comment section. By the way, when I'm looking down like this and not at you at the camera, I'm actually looking at comments on my screen. Screen, camera, screen. Big Timers Club. I got a bidet. I don't. I don't. Knockout Nick. I asked my dad, 80 years old, if he needed toilet paper. He said when in the army, he slept on the ground in Germany and doesn't need any expletive toilet paper. Okay, that's cool. I get the sense that that camera is a little off-centered here. Let's see. Mainstream news isn't news anymore. It's becoming more and more propaganda. It can't get any worse than propaganda. I want to also give Fox News. We've all turned away for Fox News. But I want to let you guys know something. After 6 o'clock, you got Waters World, Tucker Carlson, and who else? Laura Ingraham, Sean Hannity, Mark Levin. Those names I just mentioned, they're phenomenal names, and you should tune in for Fox News for them. They are doing exponentially awesome election fraud coverage. Now, normally they come on right around, depending on your time zone, right around 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening. So, and it's normally your daytime Fox News coverage that is just freaking bull crap. The reason why I bring this up is because we are running out of sources to get quality information from. I don't work for Fox News. As a matter of fact, I enjoy Newsmax. I enjoy getting some information from alternative news sites. But also what I just mentioned, 6 o'clock or the evening news on Fox News. Please continue to watch it because they're doing some, I'm telling you, phenomenal election fraud coverage that'll blow your mind. They're saying stuff that probably many of you don't even know if you ran away from Fox News. And I think it starts out with Waters World. I'm going to repeat myself. Waters World, Tucker Carlson, Sean Hannity, Laura Ingraham, Mark Levin. Those folks are just, you got to watch them, okay? Continue to watch them. I think they're still at Fox News because probably under contract, and they can get in some financial legal problems if they break their contract. So I have a suspicion all of them are going to be gone from Fox News once their contract's over with. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't all migrate to Newsmax. All right, got that out of the way. The only reason I'm saying this, I'm not pumping Fox News, but I don't want you to miss out on some phenomenal information you might not be receiving. That's my only goal. Big Timers Club, thank you again, Knockout Nick. Jeff Lone Wolf, mainstream news is becoming more and more propaganda. And because of you, Jeff, I brought up you just made me think about Fox News. Bob Clark was at Aldi today. Food supply, decent paper products, a little slim but still decent. Big Rouge, Newsmax is good too. I still think the 5 I mentioned are doing even slightly better than Newsmax. As at station per station, yeah, Newsmax is better. For election fraud coverage, I have to give it to those 5. And they're on like one right after the other. Laura Ingraham, and I think I got to add Judge Janine to that. Judge Janine as well. 6 of them. You can watch all of them and then change to Newsmax. For the rest of your news, you got it made every day. That's what the wife and I do. We'll watch Newsmax during the day. 6 o'clock when Waters World comes on, we watch Waters World and the remaining folks I mentioned. And then we're back to Newsmax. and that's how our normal rotation is. So, a wife just came in and said dinner's ready. So yeah. Jesus Christ, thank you so much. Justin Des Roches, hello from smaller town, Massachusetts. So far, we're good in our markets so far. Then, if you're decent in food in your markets, get out there now and stock up. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the world's coming to the end, but the idiots around you, they think it is. And if they hog everything up, you won't have any for yourself. So I definitely get out there now regardless and stock up if you don't already have it. Felonious Bitcoin, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate your time. I feel like they were more trusted in the past compared to the last 15. Yeah, of course. Big Chief, hello ladies and gentlemen. JD, 1988, thank you. Munchies and the Sock Monkey. Newsmax and OANN are the only decent mainstream media resources. See, Fox is garbage, he's saying. And I got to agree with you, with the exception of those 6 anchors I mentioned. Honestly, Fox is garbage with the exception of those anchors. Regardless of who I'm watching, when those anchors are on, those guys are my priority as far as news. They're phenomenal. Sally Wolf, Northeast Ohio, stock stores, but limits on many items now. Ohio, 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. curfew starts Thursday. Isn't that awesome? Oh, isn't that awesome? Curfews now. Hi, Hitler. Let me see your papers. That's what's coming, folks. Did I just spit on myself? Did I just drool? I normally save that for good barbecue. Don't waste that. Put that away. Save it for later. Pristine Green. I'm just teasing. I ship. We're all good. Stocked up last time because we replaced what we used. Awesome. High brass. MREs come with TP. Yeah, but it's such a small quantity of TP. I'm Army. It's just a couple of folds of TP. Big Rouge. Some Costco stores will soon start selling silver eagles. I gotta see this. Some Costco stores will soon start selling silver American eagles. All right, dude. Matt F. Mainstream news has always been propaganda. When do we all switch over to silver? I don't know. Speaking of silver. Let's see if I can get this thing to focus. How's that? That's a beauty. That's a beauty, folks. Nice. It's so pretty. One more. I got to. Well, this one's in a package. I don't want to take it out, but this is the Royal Fortune. The Royal Fortune. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Gosh darn. I hate this camera. One of these days. Every time I tell the wife I want to get a new camera, she kind of gives me that look. You guys know what that look is. Frustrated Majority, thank you so much for your time. What type of damage can be caused by a crypto community moving into silver? I do not know. I don't believe a crypto community will move into silver. I think the crypto community as a whole likes cryptos. Many of them, like myself, like both. So I will not sell my silver to get into cryptos, and I will not sell my cryptos to get into silver. I have a budget for each, and I'm maintaining that. And for me, it's just diversification. So I don't know the answer to your question, sir. Who else is here? Adrian Branham, thank you so much. MJQ, hi there. Wolfgang. 548. The only virus going around is the government and politicians. Yeah, it's called Tyrant 19. Freaking A, man. You hit it on the head, Wolfgang. Yeah, I agree with you. Chris Dennison, were you disappointed with Arizona going blue? Absolutely. And I believe there's fraud. There's fraud. I don't know if you realize it, but there's that whole Sharpie magic marker thing going on here. Look into it. You'll see what I'm talking about. FJM, FJM, sorry. 1061 San Antonio, Texas says hello. Thank you so much. I like San Antonio. I used to go to the Riverwalk quite often for work. Well, they would put us up at one of the Hiltons right on the Riverwalk, and I enjoyed myself there. Who else? La Boucle. My Costco ran out of toilet paper and half the frozen items are empty. Isn't that amazing? That is amazing, folks. It's going to get worse. Not COVID, but the way people react. They know they were lied to, but it's every time they hear something on the TV, they believe it, regardless of whether the news media has a history of truth. It's like they forget. As soon as the sun goes down, they forget the lies that are told to them. So now we have COVID in the news again, and they believe it. Morning people from the woods of Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is a very nice place, very pretty. Savage Stacker is telling everybody hello in the chat. I really appreciate your time, sir. Danish Prepper, Bon Appetit. Matt F. Honestly, who cares about toilet paper? You don't need it to survive. No, it is a comfort. Absolutely. Absolutely. Renee Michael, big government is a virus of the people. Do you know anything about Nacera? I heard about it, and due to the time that has gone by from hearing about it, I don't hold much faith in it, to be honest with you. Due to the time that's gone by, nothing's new happening. Bitcoin Bo in the house. You sponsored by Digibyte now? No, I wish, my friend. I wish. I'll be honest with you. If they called me, I'd take some free Digibyte. I'm not lying. I'm only human. You know, if they told me, hey, can you do me a video for us? Oh, hell yeah, count me in. Because I love it. Clabber Roach, the Dollar Vigilante. Jeff Berwick is also good too. He's better than good. He's just phenomenal news outlet. Tor Seegers. Shares of Kimberly Clark today. They made toilet paper and increased their dividend. Awesome. High Brass cut the cord last week. Just internet now. Feels good. I did a video also on cutting the cord. I'll just say this and I got to run. Cutting the cord seemed to be a scam also. And let me tell you why. Just bear with me. So I'm just going to go back to, let's say, 2000, 1999, 2000. All internet was as much, there was no data packages. It was unlimited data. Even DSL, that's freaking modem, slow through the telephone lines. I was able to game on DSL. And through those years, the cable companies and everything were just getting awfully expensive. So what a lot of people did is cut the cord and went strictly to internet. So what does the internet do? They create data packages. They slow down their bandwidth. DSL can't even you barely can send an email out anymore with DSL. And then they come out with various streaming programs like Netflix and whatnot. I'm sure there's Hulu and all kinds of things. So by the time now you pay for the more expensive internet, the streaming, the data package that you need, and then the streaming service, whether it be Hulu, whether it be, I don't know, Apple TV or, Netflix or whatever, it's just as much as freaking it was before I cut the cord. It's really ridiculous. I remember, by the way, dial-up. I remember when, what was it, a 14.4 modem. And that shit was butt slow. You remember that? And then they came out with 18.8. Remember that? US Robotics. And then it was, what, 24.8? Oh, my God. And then 28.8. And then finally, I think cable or something like that came through. I remember those days. So I don't know, anymore for streaming applications, whether cutting the cord was worth anymore. I will say this, with cutting the cord though, you physically can pick your streaming service providers. With cable, there's so much bullshit in their package. All these shopping channels, all these channels I can't even speak the language, and the repetition of programs that they just keep recycling over and over and over. In a way, might be worth cutting the cord just to get away from that redundant, fluff-filled cable. So yeah, cutting the cable might be worthy just to get away from that. You're getting more of a solid, bona fide product, I think, when you're able to stream. You're streaming exactly what you want. They're not forcing you to watch the QVC channel or some channel from Mexico or something. I mean, unless you're into that. But anyway, I got to run now. I just wanted to do a short stream and just thank everybody for being there for me. I also just wanted to get on here and just tell you, people are panicking in the stores, and I want you to go out. If you don't have any food on the shelves or any TP, get some, please. I implore you, regardless of whether COVID is over-exaggerated or not. It's not COVID now that we have to worry about. It's the people around us and how they behave in a stressful environment. So please get out, get some food on your shelves and whatnot. Yeah, 5200 baud. Yeah, I think I remember that. US Robotics as well. I forgot all about that. Anyway, gotta run, and I appreciate it. If you would, just give me a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And take care of yourselves. I am going to be, by the way, uploading another video. And that's cooking chicken wings